Hello and welcome to a very sleep-deprived episode 19 of Sudoku with Tsvetii. I don't know if any of you may know this as we start a medium puzzle, but I do normally record these after I get off work and between spending a little bit of time with my girlfriend and recording. I end up recording these after midnight, when I normally get up, let's say like around 9 o'clock in the morning, so I've already been up for 13 hours, including going to the gym, going to work, and everything. So, which really isn't an excuse, especially because all I'm doing is playing Sudoku. That can't be a two, silly Billy. So that has to be two, since two has to be right over there. But anyways, I've just been very sleep deprived and having trouble staying asleep recently. I've been having a lot of nightmares recently, and unfortunately none of them are Sudoku related. I feel like it would be at least interesting, just for conversation and content wise, if I had Sudoku related nightmares. Not all my dreams have been Sudoku related nightmares, or have been not all of them have been nightmares, but I've just been having a lot of trouble sleeping recently. We know 4 has to be over there. What's the other number over here? 5? Okay, we know 5 has to be over there. That means 5 is here, here, here. 5 has to be there or there. Nothing really else. I've also been just between my new position and just being at home, I've been kind of glued to screens, so my eyes have been hurting a lot. And that's probably not helping my restful sleep, or in being in pursuit of restful sleep. We know 7 has to be down here, so that is why I'm kind of trying to record this episode to get ahead of content so that I can take a break. Not a break. I'm going to be uploading every day. But I won't be recording every day, if that makes any sense. We know this will be the 8. So we know that this will be a 5, which means the 5 will be down here. Nothing else determining over here just yet. Anything with 6s at this moment? Not particularly. So 7s, no. We already kind of looked over 7s. What about 8s? 8s. But as I was saying, I have been having trouble staying asleep. I have no problem staying awake, I'll tell you that, though. I was a little tired. Like, I was genuinely pretty tired at work today, but it wasn't that bad, if that makes any sense. It wasn't too bad. It felt nice talking to some of my previous co-workers from my past position and them saying that they missed me a little bit, so that helped my bruised ego just a tad. And since we know 5 and 7 both have to be down here, we know that this other number will be a 4. We could also just read up and down the line, but this, that, and whatever. Well, we know that'll be a 4. We know 8 now has to be down there, which means 8 is over here, which means 8 is over here. Let's see. We know this will be a 5. We now know that this is a 5, and that is a 1. We know 1 are just on these two sides on the left now. As we make our second little run through to see what we can do here. That could be that could be a 2. Anything up to date with our 3s? We have 3s over here. We know 9 could be over here. 9 could be there. Okay. What about 4s? Anything with our 4s? What's this last number? It has to be 9, so 9 has to be there. 4s are about the same. I mean, we just know that 4 has to be here. One of these potentials. That could be threes as well. All of them could technically be threes. It could be 9, but 9 has to be down here. So yeah, we know 9 is down here. We know 9 is down here. Good, good, good. I mean, we know 2 is here. So we're solving a little bit every little pass through that we're doing, which is still good that we're making considerable progress on it. 5 has to be up here at the top. We've solved that. Anything now with the 6s? Not particularly. 7s? Anything new with our 7s? No, not really. Other than knowing that 7 could be there, there. 8s. We just know that they're there and there. 9s. We know there, and then we do know now that 9 has to be right there, which is awesome. We know this would be a 1-2 because the 6 and the 7 are both up there, so we know this is a 2-7. We are missing 1, 2, 6, 7, so that could be technically a 2, 6, 7. So that's a 1-7 potentially right there. Okay. Very interesting. Like each one of them are completely different. Like it's not like a 2-7-6, a 2-6, and then a 2-7 or something, like where all of them are kind of very similar. It seems very avant-garde of it. Anything else we can kind of see here? Anything we could decipher? I mean, statistics are now saying that never mind, it's literally a 50-50. It's 2 potentials up here, 2 potentials down here. And this could technically be a 2, so now we know that there are 4 potential 2s over here, and we know that there are only 2 potential 2s right here. Threes, nothing much has changed for 3s, unfortunately. And we just know 3 has to be there, and the 3 has to be up here. We know 4 has to be up here. Golly, I need to try to figure this out fast. I'm starting to nod off a little bit. And this could technically be a 3, 4, 5. Be 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, that has to be a 3 or 6, which means that cannot be a 6 because this can either be a 3 or 6, and that can be a 3 or 6. So 1, 4, 5 is already here. 8 is up there. Yeah, so we're missing 1, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, 1, 3, which can't be, could be 4, can't be 5, can't be 6, can't be 7, can't be 8, can't be 9. So this has to be our 4 right there, which is a good little solve right there, which means that has to be a 5. That's a 4, 7, 5. So we know that's a 7. We have solved a little bit, and that is positive progress. Anything new with the 2s? Not really. Not really. But we can move on to the 3s and see that we have nothing for the 3s. Same predicament as before with the 4s. What are 5s? No, it's about the same. Same situation with our 5s. It is nice though. You know, we have the potential 1-8 over here. We have the 1-5 over here since there's an 8 above it. Excuse me. This can only be a 3 or 9. What about this one? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that can only be a 3 or 9, and this can only be a 3 or 9. So this has to be our 6, which will make that a 3, 6. That'll be a 6 right there. That's a 2. What other number were we missing? 3? So one of these has to be 3, which means this will be just 7. Be 8 and 3. Okay. There's a 1 and a 7 over here, so this has to be 2. That'll be a 1, 7, 1, 5, 8. That's supposed to be an 8. My apologies. Actually, let's go back to make sure I still have my notes for the other things. We have a 2, 3 over here, so that'll be a 4, 3, 4. Not bad, not bad. And as we were concluding this, I hope that all of you have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be. Hopefully you all get more restful sleep than I have been getting. And I can't believe this took less time than the last one did, even though I'm far more tired than I was. But anyways, hope that you have a wonderful day and or night wherever you may be. And I hope that you take care, stay safe. And I should catch you again for episode 20. Episode 20. And you will have a rejuvenated, thoughtful, provocative, lewd, and you'll have a full energy Tsvetii for episode 20. And I'll catch you then. Goodbye.